So the optic nerve is our second cranial nerve. It is purely sensory. All it has is this light information coming back through it. The optic nerve, we have decussation at the optic chiasm, and then the information continues on in structures called the optic tracts. So if you remember, on some of the brains, you can see if you did a brain dissection, you can see the optic nerves and the chiasm on the ventral surface of the brain, and then the tracts sort of projected down into the tissues. They are a little bit harder to find. But the tracts lead the information to the thalamus, which is the gateway for the cortex, as we know. The thalamus has many different nuclei. The one for vision is lateral geniculate, but you don't need to know that. You just want to know thalamus. And then from there, it will go to the primary visual cortex and the occipital lobe. Okay.
And when we went over that, like so visually, I was having a hard time comparing that to like our picture with the midbrain, the way it was where it crossed over, and like here, you know, it kind of goes its separate way down there to go to the cortex. How is that relative to the other?
So we don't see the midbrain here, but what this pathway is showing us is specifically the path for vision.
Okay.
We do have light information that comes from the eye that is not used in forming visual images.
Okay.
That is used for pupillary light reflex. Or
Okay.
It's used for, there's some information that is sent to the hypothalamus to a nucleus called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It's involved in photo and training our bodies to the rhythm of our external environment.
Okay, so what we were answering about the midbrain is a different part of the process.
Yes, yeah.
But it just looks the same with the optic nerves.
Those would be like afferent or branches coming off of these axons going to the midbrain instead of going to the thalamus.
So there's more there than what those.
Yeah, this is just visual images.
Okay.
That light's used for.
And it branches out and diverges? Or?
Yeah, diverges.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Cones do as well. Yeah, they both. We're kind of focusing on rods, but cones and rods would